What's up guys, Nate Dog Mac here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is kind of a FIFA 18 year in review. I wanted to do a video just kind of talking about my year of FIFA 18, how it went for me, things that I did well, things that I learned in terms of trading, in terms of playing the game like Weekend League, some of the success we had with that, and pack pulls as well, some of our best pack pulls from this year. So if you're excited to see that, drop a like in this video. We'll get into this right away. FIFA 19 content coming real soon. You're going to see that in the next video I have. We're going to start talking about trading with the web app, early things to do in FIFA, and kind of the mindset you need to have when you are trading early in FIFA 19. But let's take a look back here just first, before we get into that stuff. Let's take a look back here on FIFA 18 and just kind of relish the year and take in all that we've done, all we've been able to do. Enjoy. So guys, as you can see this year, I ended up with 13 million transfer profit, which for me was a career high, not having traded a bunch in previous FIFAs and really learning the market. This year I really took to learning the market and all that kind of stuff, and it really paid out for me, paid dividends for me. I was able to create some incredible teams and to play with a lot of cool players, just because of the coins that I was able to make early on. And during the process of the year, I kept learning as the year went on. Like you might say that 13 million isn't a lot. Yeah, I'm not in the top 100. I'm not in the top. I'm not even sure if I'm in the top 50%. But that trading was from basically middle of the year on. I made about 10 to 11 mil, and I stopped right when the World Cup was over. But obviously I couldn't put a ton of time to it. Couldn't put my full effort into it, as I was in school and also a part of a program, college athletics program. But some things that I do want to talk about, I don't know if you guys ever remember seeing this snipe. This was my biggest trade of FIFA 18. This card right here, the Foot Birthday Ronaldo. I was chilling on stream on Twitch. I'll leave that link down below in the description, where I do stream there. But I was on stream and checking prices, and this Ronaldo popped up. This Foot Birthday Ronaldo, 95 rated, sniped him for 158k, which was the minimum of his price range. Probably still is the same minimum, and that was absolutely nutty. I turned around 2 or 3 days later and sold him for 1.5 million coins. So that was obviously my biggest trade. I made 1.2 million coins after tax on that one trade. It was absolutely insane. The best trade that I've ever had by far, and it was just a snipe trade. Other than that, I made a lot of money this year on a lot of high rated golds, like for icon SBCs. I invested a ton for those, and they paid a lot of dividends for me. I remember one time in March where icon SBCs, well, when icon SBCs weren't linked, you could make a lot of money from them, or weren't leaked, sorry, you can make a lot of money from them. But I made a lot of money off of icon SBCs this year with the high rated gold cards. Guys like Mertens, who I showed there, Iniesta as well. I made a bunch of money on flipping his cards throughout the year. As an 87 rated card from Barcelona. A lot of stuff like that. So icons were fun. Icon SBCs were fun to trade for this year. I also was able to make a decent amount of money from trading icons. I didn't trade that many, but you can always go back to the 59th. Are icons really this expensive right now? Everybody's doing icon SBCs at the end of the game. But 59th minute icon trading is something that's really fun to do, and I made a decent amount of money. I remember I flipped a Roberto Carlos for about 80k profit one night later in the year. I made a couple 100k profits on other cards, other icon cards as well. So that was a majority of how I made my coins. Earlier in the year though, as we're going to talk about in one of these FIFA 19 videos, I was trading with non-rares for way too long. I never really took the next step up, and that's one area where I really learned this year, because if you want to take your trading game to the next level, you have to deal with those big and upper priced cards. I mean, you can still trade with gold cards when you have 500,000 coins, but you're not going to be making the profits you would if you were trading with high level informs, if you were flipping those every week, following the weekly trends, and trading with some ones to watch cards, which I did that a little bit but not a ton. Stuff like that. if you were trading with those high level cards, it just gives you the opportunity to make so much more money than it does if you're just trading with gold cards when you're on those high budgets. So that's enough for the trading talk. Let's head into the gameplay. I'll just go to foot champs right here so you can look at this. But my highest foot champs finish this month, this year, was 24 wins. And that was played all 40. I came down to the very last game. I was pushing for gold 1 for the very first time. Wasn't able to hit it, which is okay. But the weekend league was something that I didn't play a lot of this year. I played it some in the first half of the year. I think I only played it once before Team of the Year came out, and then in January I had about 1 million coins, so I made a team and went after the weekend league in January for the first time. That was the first time I'd ever played weekend league, for sitting down for every weekend of the month and hammering out games. And I finished gold 3 because I ended up missing a weekend, even though I was planning to get them all in. I did miss one weekend, but 24 wins. I have nothing to be ashamed about there. Later in the year, in June, I played the full weekend league, but I only went to 11 wins every weekend just to hit silver 1 monthly. So I've gotten 2 gold month rewards, and I was able to pack Guedes. I don't know if he's in my squad, but the 91 team of the season, Guedes, I packed him from silver. There he is, from silver 1 rewards in June. So you probably seen him. I got a little lucky, but I did. I won't deny it. But this is a cool card to get from just playing 11 games, winning 11 games every weekend. It was a cool, my highest rated weekend league reward. Hopefully next year I can fill up an entire team, entire bench of those red cards, as I'll have more time to play in the weekend league on weekends and stuff like that. So gameplay wise, I definitely improved. Gameplay, I'm nothing good. Obviously 24 wins in the weekend league is okay, it's solid. But this next year I think my goal is going to be hitting Elite 3, the lowest tier of Elite. I think I should be able to attain that, jumping from 24 wins maybe to get 29 or 30. That'd be a nice jump, and I think I can make that jump. Let's head in to some of the pack pulls. So at the very beginning of the year, I had a massive pack pull to start out the year, and it was this 92 David De Gea inform. I packed him from Squad Battle Rewards, and it made the Squad Battle Reward grind worth it for me. I'm not sure what Team of the Week this De Gea card was from, but I packed him and I sold him that night for I think somewhere around 300k, which was absolutely mental for a guy like me. I was sitting on about 100k at the time, hadn't done a lot of trading. It put about 50 or 60k into a team. It was a purely average team, and then I packed that De Gea card, and that really sent me going because I was able to invest in a Player of the Month. I bought a couple informs. That was something new to me too, Player of the Month trading, and it really worked out for me. I made some coins off of that. So pulling that De Gea card was massive. Another thing that I did early on in FIFA was every single week a new Team of the Week would come out, and a couple of my friends and I, we would rip the gold upgrade packs. The new Team of the Week would come out, and we would set up a stack of 20, usually anywhere from 10 to 20 gold upgrade packs, and we packed some mental things every week. Out of 20 packs, most of us every time packed an inform and at least 2 or 3 cards that were 85 plus. So that was huge for our icon SBCs that we did, and also for our teams. I packed this Dortmund Pierre Aubameyang in maybe the 3rd week of FIFA. That was huge for my starter team. I had a Bundesliga team, and then I went on later and I packed the gold Arturo Vidal from Bayern. So he slotted into my team perfectly. Some of my other notable pack pulls from 2-player packs early on in the year. I got a PTG Pastore. I got a couple Scream cards when they were in packs. And that was about it, but a lot of other really high rated gold cards. Courtois, I packed an 89 Courtois that I ended up playing over 750 games with. And everybody was using De Gea, and this Courtois was absolutely mental for me. I know he's now in Real Madrid, but this Courtois card did so good for me this year in foot, and I got him out of a 2-player pack early on in the year. So that's one thing I might talk about at the beginning of FIFA 19, maybe every week. I don't know if I'd do 20 of them because that kind of added up. I mean, if you're building a full squad of 11 players and you're paying 400 coins per player, and you're doing 20 of those packs, that can add up every week. It can be a lot of coins. But depending on how many coins you have, maybe stacking together 10 of those might not be a bad shout to get some high rated golds in the club. If that's something that you'd want to do, some untradeable high rated golds, because of the success rate on those. We'll have to see in FIFA 19, but the success rate in FIFA 18 on those was really good from everything that I heard. More pack pulls. As you can see, the team, and as you may have seen on Twitter, I tweeted this team out as my endgame team, and I said, this is my endgame team, 100% untradeable, which is true. Everything on here is untradeable. Obviously, a couple icon SBCs for Blanc and for Rio. I got 500 games with Blanc and 200 with Rio. Later in the year, after June, I didn't play a ton of weekend league or online FIFA games. A couple squad battles games, online seasons to get objectives done. But obviously the Bakayoko and the Versalco are untradeable. And these two guys right here, the rest of the team has been packed. This is the De Gea card I packed from my Team of the Season guarantee during the Premier League TOTS, the second SBC that they released. And then Timo Werner and Goretzka were both from Bundesliga Premium upgrade packs during the Bundesliga Team of the Season promotion. So that was pretty awesome. And then this Messi card, first owner, untradeable, Festival of Football, Lionel Messi. I packed him from the guaranteed FOF SBC, and let me tell you, that was the coolest pack pull I've ever had, biggest card that I've ever had, and probably the best attacking card that I've ever used in FIFA. He is a master inside the box, and I love this Werner card too. He's so fast, great touches, and he's got a banging shot on him with that 99 finishing. But I did pack Rakitic as well. I went broke on those Festival of Football SBCs basically. That kind of ended up burning me a little bit in the end, but it was worth it for the Messi pull, for the Rakitic pull, and down here for the Lukaku pull. I pulled all those guys and David Villa and Anui actually from those SBCs. Massive pulls. And then a bunch of guys down here on the bench. Obviously, some of them are SBC or weekend league rewards. I packed Sane from a premium Premier League upgrade pack. Firmino from a guaranteed Team of the Season pack. Ter Stegen was from a Ultimate Tots pack guaranteed. And then Insigne was from a Calcio upgrade. So that was absolutely awesome. I don't know where this Sun came from, but I love Sun. He's in the club. So I've had a lot of sick pack pulls this year, a lot of blues, a lot of Festival of Football players. And obviously it's been so awesome to use these prime icons and stuff like that. And you can do all that with 13 mil transfer profit. The highest coin total I had this year at one time in my balance up top was 3.5 million coins. That's the most coins I've ever had, and it was the highest amount that I had this year to make this team. So basically with 3.5 million coins and some decent pack luck, you can have a team like this, basically is what it comes down to. So I hope that motivates you guys for FIFA 19. This has been a look in my club year in review. It was a great year. I put a lot of grinds in, as you can see, 871 games, won 532 losses. So positive record, and by a good shot that is as well. Next year I'm looking for 1,000 wins. I'm looking for Elite 3, and I would love to hit 50 million transfer profit. You heard me say it here first. That's my goal next year, 50 million transfer profit. I'm going to be much more motivated to trade as I was in the spring. Yeah, I can really see that carrying over into the fall in FIFA 19. So I'm excited about that. If you want to have a team like this at the end of FIFA 19, I would love to help you get there through trading, through grinding, and through some of the best methods early on in FUT 19 to get yourself started off on the right foot. We'll talk about that in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to see more videos on the channel, and drop a comment below of your best pack pull in FIFA 18. I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright boys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.